Yo, 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 welcome back to Brandon Smooth TV. Back at you with another review. We got our boy Power Tommy, episode 7 and 8 review. Now, as you guys know, Black Dahlia is the new dope on the streets, and it got the new name, making people go in the Matrix, do all types of crazy shit. And Tommy basically is getting the product out, not to only, his buddies with the Flynn organization or CBI, but he wants to make sure everybody in town gets a taste of this product. He knows that it's that good that when they try it, they're going to want it. And of course, that's what you see in this picture, be done with the cartel and the Jewish dudes. So we end up finding out that Jay sent Tommy's nephew again, and he's trying to get information on him to find him, because we know Jay hates Tommy. He want to take him out. And he basically made a plan in episode 7 that he's going to kill Tommy sometime later tonight. Now, secondly, we find out, of course, Flynn actually decides to go to war with the Serbs. Is this going to end well? Hell no. But he feels like he had to defend his family. And technically, this is kind of all Tommy's fault, because he killed the head lady of the Serbs, and it kind of blew back on them. But Vic was involved. If Vic wasn't there, they wouldn't be involved. Now, Tommy wants to make Dahlia cheap. And what he did, he got with the black chick that was the chemist. And he said, look, we want to make a less powerful version of this that still does the same job, but a little less powerful. He had a reason by doing that as far as the market. And later on, we'll figure out why. Now, Jay decides that he's going to make a move in Gary, Indiana, even though Diamond said, look, it's too risky, don't do it. He's going to make his own room, start dealing with them out there. I just got a feeling somehow that them young boys involved in the deal, or the people in Gary, Indiana, is going to mess that deal up, and it's going to definitely blow back, mess up CBI. I can see some people getting locked up out of CBI this season, and or dying. Of course, episode 9 is coming, I think, next week. And, once you get in the 9 to 10 on Power, people start dying. So we're going to have to see about that. Now, Tommy don't want JP in the game. He don't want his brother in the game. But his brother is behind with the club, the house. He's in debt. And JP said, look, I can wash the money through the club. But Tommy was like, no, we're not doing that either. And then at the end of that scene, it was very important, because JP said, look, I want to meet our mom. I want to meet Kate. Tommy's like, she's no good, she's a terrible person, what she is, but JP needs to learn that for himself. We'll see how that goes. And I wonder if JP ends up meeting Kate, will their bond be stronger than the one between Tommy and Kate? Could that drive a wedge in between him and JP? That's a possibility. Now, Tommy said Kate loved Ghost more than him. That's fucking crazy, y'all. But the scenes that we get from Power when she's talking about Ghost, she's talking about him like a son that you adore, that you love. When she talks about Tommy, she treats him like shit. She treats him just like her dope man. When she needs some cocaine, she come get it fixed and stay at his house and do whatever she wants to. So that's a weird dynamic. What I think is going to potentially come out of that is we see why Tommy the way he is. He has spent his whole life trying to be like his brother, his best friend, Ghost, and never living up to the expectations of his mom. Very weird. Now, JP's son, which he don't know who his son is, he ain't seen him since he was a baby, but he warns Tommy to watch his back, basically let them know, look, Jay is out here creeping on you, and make sure you keep your gun on you, because they're trying to take your ass out. Their bond is starting to build almost on a like him and Tariq type level. So we'll see how that goes. Now, Claudia ends up sending a girl to go spy on Vic. And they did that because they know he just broke up with Gloria. We know they're down in the dirt, and she kind of wants to see exactly what's going on with Vic. Vic is he just wanted his woman, and I would have just, I know he in love with him. I would have just moved on. You got this whole criminal organization. You might have to find another woman, and you knew that shit going in. Now, Doc is on a date with Lilia, the doctor. That was a funny scene. She was for sure a third wheel, and if I was on that date, I would have to ask, look, are we both? You brought her? Are we all screwing around? What's going on? Why is she here? Nevertheless, it was a funny scene, her being the third wheel. I'm starting to like Liliana more. Hopefully they don't kill her and they keep her around for the second season, because Her accent is not as annoying as that one cop we know, Rodriguez. I hate her accent. Liliana's cool. Scarface all right with me. Now, Jay finally gets a hit of the Dahlia from one of Claudia's hoes. Basically, she got some goddamn $1,000 hoes running around to all the major players in the club circuit, kissing them on the lips with the Dahlia, letting them get a little taste. And the same lady, she took it to the next level. She gave them some in the truck, so she went above and beyond. She deserves a raise. Now, Tommy finds out that Flynn's dudes is actually following Claudia, and he smokes them. Then he busts in the lab like, hey, did you know that, your dad had people following you? Because they fucking did. Daddy Flynn's trying to figure out what the hell's going on. He's going to get to the bottom of it sooner or later. If we got enough time, we know he's sick. Now, we end up finding out that Adrian, the chick that was in the diner that Diamond slept with, we thought she was police. I said she could be police. She's actually a journalist. She's a Lois Lane ass bitch. And sleeping with potential people you're going to interview, mixing business and pleasure, that don't always work. But we could tell from this episode and when she was talking to her editor that she actually has feelings for Diamond. So we'll see where that goes. Freddie Gibbs is the crazy cousin from Indiana. And he got his eye on everything. Okay, that eye was going hammer. That eye was twerking while he was talking. I don't know who do the props or the prosthetics. If y'all seen Harry Potter, he looked like that one teacher with the long hair, the fat dude with the long hair with the crazy eye. That's basically who he was. The eye was just looking everywhere. So he's a crazy cousin from Indiana. I'm pretty sure he'll be back, and we'll see, how they do business. And then last but not least, the episode ends with them unlocking the brand new Dahlia. They all sat there and tried it, the cheaper version, and it was fire. Now going into episode 8, Flynn finds out he has a short time to live. We knew he was sick, but now we got a matter of months, the doctor told him. So his biggest thing, of course, even more than his kids loving him, is making sure that, the family and his legacy is going to be carried on. He don't like goddamn Vic with Gloria. He don't like his son with the black chick. But hey, what can you do? Now, Tommy told Claudia not to go see CBI. He said, look, let's get the shit out in the streets. Diamond's my homie, and when he's ready to come in, he'll come in. I'll bring him in. But she wants to sell in their territory because she know that they run the whole South Side, and she thinks it could be very lucrative. We'll see. Now, Tommy brings his brother in to cook. He finally convinced him and said, look, I'm broke, I'm tired. And basically they bring him in to learn how to make the product with Liliana, since she copied the doctor, even though it was so complex and she got it down in like 2 episodes. But anyways, Liliana ends up loving his voice. And she done said through this whole shit at least 5 times, I don't date white boys. Are her and JP gonna hook up? Because JP's supposed to be gay. But if they're in the lab one day, I think Tommy gonna bust in the middle of it. And he gonna be like, whoa, bro, I thought you was gay. And then he gonna be looking at Liliana like, no, bro, everything's okay. Fast forward, we got the dirty cop. He's actually getting blackmailed by another officer. We got a dirty cop looking out for the Flynn organization, getting paid under the table. And now he's getting blackmailed. This shit is fucking insane. And we do get a little more backstory. You have a little bit more sympathy for the dirty cop. He has a sick sister or a sick family member that basically he's doing this to pay the medical bills. I don't think he would be doing it if he didn't have that sick relative. But do you think the dude give a shit about that? Hell no. I don't give a damn about that. Now, this is a crazy episode. Tommy's grandma ends up dying. JP and Tommy's grandma ends up dying, Kate's mom. And, when she dies, JP wants Tommy to contact their mother. Contact Kate and let her know, hey, your mom's dead. Tommy like, I ain't doing that. It was about Tommy impersonation. I ain't doing that. Kate's a bad person. Shit, I ain't about to call Kate. She gonna snort up all the black dahlia. Ooh, wait. That reminds me, boy, if Kate ever get a hold of some of that black dahlia, they're gonna have to get her off the top of the Empire State Building, because she gonna go monkey on that shit. We already know she a cokehead. Now, Flynn, knowing that he has a limited amount of time, knowing that he can't leave it to his daughter, because I guess women can't run criminal organizations these days, which is silly, or I guess the other families will frown upon it. And knowing all of this, he actually invites Tommy to join his family. And when he said join, I can see him really asking him, do he want to lead the family? The only person that would contest it, well, both kids are contested, but Vic could be a little more vicious. Even though we've seen Claudia kill people, we'll have to see. I don't know. Of course, Tommy said, fuck you, because I seen what you was already about, and I could never rock or trust you. And I see why Tommy would have, be a little hesitant as far as joining the Flynn organization. Now, we end up finding out that fucking Daddy Flynn put a hit out on Gloria. I'ma kill the woman my son loves because her skin is black. This shit is hilarious, man. Flynn is a fucking sociopath, and he's a fucking psychopath. The good thing, we love the uncle, his consigliere, said, look, I never even put that hit on. And, Flynn ended up telling him, that's why I got you as my right-hand dude. Now, during that meeting when Flynn asked Tommy to join the family, he actually figures out, and he rushes back and warns Vic. Told him, get the fuck out of town. Your girl's in danger. They about to get killed. Even gave him a clean car with a clean title to use. And the reason why he did that, he didn't do that for Vic. He did that for Gloria. He did have some type of feelings for Gloria, you can definitely tell. Next, Tommy has some real issues in his past, and you can tell he's really dealing with it. He's watching the old VHS tapes when he was little with him and Kate, and Kate fucked him up. Tommy is a crazy psychopath killer because of his mother. Ain't no bad people born. They created, they're made through the trials and tribulations they've been through. And his mom been a lying piece of shit because he just found out he had a fucking brother he didn't even know about. Or maybe she was so loose she didn't even know she had a kid. But we'll get into that. So he felt, again, I have to reiterate, like she loved Ghost more. She may have. I hope they really sit down and have that deep conversation this season. Vic sells all of the land, and he says, look, he tries to leave with Gloria. One thing I didn't understand is, why didn't they fucking just leave right there? Every time somebody about to get out of town and escape, they got to rob one more bank. They got to do one more lick. They got to go see this one person. They got to go open his bank account. When you get warned, it's time to go. Get the money and go with the clothes on your back. He going to tell her to pack a bag. Fuck a bag. You just sold all that land. You got money. Buy new clothes. Shit. Take some of your prized possessions, put them in a lockbox somewhere, and get the fuck out of there. Anyways, that's just stories. Jay's soldiers were funny as fuck. Jay, of course, is trying to get a hold of the Black Dahlia ever since he had that experience in the car with the chick last episode. And he put the scouts out, so the scouts come back and they say the Pilgrims is moving. Wait, they moving the Black Dahlia. He called the Jew-ish people Pilgrims. That shit was hella funny. And you see him right here. He said, they the ones with the long beard and be wearing trench coats in the summertime. Them dudes. And he was like, the Jew-ish people? He was like, yeah. So, that was funny. Now, we all know who the real Hebrews is. Anyways, Jay ends up robbing the Pilgrims. That shit was funny as fuck. He ran up on the dude and was like, give me the pack. And he looked like he was almost a fiend. His eyes was hella big when he was like, give me the pack. And the dude was like, fuck you. So he ended up shooting him, taking the pack. And then they go down to goddamn Gary, Indiana. And they end up meeting with Freddie Gibbs. Freddie Gibbs he definitely was eyeing the new product. And that eye was bugging when he hit the Dahlia. Jay changed the name and called it Black Magic. Now, since we have Dahlia in the streets and Black Magic, it reminded me of goddamn American Gangster when he was selling the blue magic. And he said, what you want me to call it? Red magic? He said, I don't care what you call it. Copyright infringement. I think this could potentially not dilute the product, but it's going to have people. It could dilute the product because people are going to be like, I can get this cheaper off the streets than paying the designer prices that the rich people playing in the clubs. So hopefully they're selling it off for the same price. If not, we're going to see how that goes. Episode ends. Gloria ends up getting shot up by the Serbs. Vic and them is leaving. Serbs pull up, run into his car, bam, shoots everybody. We think Gloria alright, she's fucking dead. And I'm glad she did. She really wasn't in a lot of episodes. She really wasn't really plot convenient. I mean, for Vic, it was, it was a reason to kind of get Tommy introduced to the Flynn family, but her character ain't needed. So I'm glad they got her the hell up out of there. She got killed, so I didn't even really like her character. And last but not least, the episode ends. It looks like Tommy's contemplating calling Kate. So we actually go to Kate in New York. She answers the phone. She's like, "Who the fuck is this?" And it's JP. She knows about JP because the way she stopped and gasped and didn't say nothing, she knows she has another son out there. So episode 9, I don't know if it's 9 or 10 episodes, I need to look it up, but it's going to be lit. I'm excited to see how this first season ends. This was better than the second season of Tariq's show. I'm sorry, the first season of Tariq's show. I like to compare season by season. Definitely better than the first season. And now we open up to a whole new enterprise of people. So don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, I'll be back with another review in the future. Peace.